Well, top of the morning to you. So today's Sunday, March 26th, day 9 on the Appalachian Trail. So yesterday I did end up going to Rock Gap. It's funny because I stopped at the Long Branch shelter, tried to take a nap, but there was too much activity going on, so after about a half hour just laying there, I went off to Rock Gap, and Rock Gap was full. So I set up my tent, and it wasn't supposed to rain this morning, well, last night, but about 5 in the morning, it starts a late sprinkle. Nothing, no downpour or anything, just enough to get the tent and everything wet, so, you know, everything's wet and muddy when you're packing it up. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be a great day. I heard it's going to be heavy rains and high winds tonight, so it's going to be another mad dash for the shelter probably. I'm thinking I'm just going to sleep in my tent. I'd rather just deal with a wet tent, mine's wet anyway, than deal with lack of sleep. Oh, talking about lack of sleep, I think I had the best night's sleep so far on the trail. I slept great, probably because I was so exhausted from getting about 2 hours of sleep the night before. But anyway, if anything comes up, I'll let you know. Talk to you later. Something came across my mind. Don't be thinking that this trail is all nice and flat and smooth from these videos, because I wait till I can see a long stretch of flat, pretty much rockless trail so that I can videotape without twisting an ankle. But believe me, this is a very minority part of the trail that is actually level and pretty clear. Just wanted to clarify. So today we're heading for either Waya Bald, which is at 16 miles in, or Cold Spring Shelter, which is 20 miles. I'm really hoping to do the 20 miles. Talk to you later. So yesterday, when I was up at the fire tower, there was a guy there, and he was telling me he was camping at, I think it was like Beech Tree campsites or something, which is on the trail. And it was that night that I was in the shelter that was windy and rainy, real windy. And he said that a tree came down, and there was a guy in a tent, and if it hadn't been for like another tree, like deflecting the tree that was falling, it would have smashed right onto his tent. So he said to the guy, "Hey, you got a trail name yet?" The guy goes, "No." He goes, "Well, now it's Lucky." So anyway, last night at Rock Gap, I was telling one of the campers there the story. And as I'm telling the story, I hear this voice from a tent say, "Yeah, that was me." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "That was me." And I go, "You're Lucky?" And the tent says, "Yes, I am." And I just thought that was kind of funny. That here I am telling the story about Lucky right outside of Lucky's tent. Yeah, so I guess the word travels on the AT. I guess it was on Facebook too. So. Looks like there's a fire here. You can see quite a bit of charred wood on the ground. Some trees, stumps. So yesterday I passed a couple and their dog. They were standing on the side of the trail. And I didn't know what they were doing there, but I just hiked on past. And as soon as I passed them, they said, "Oh, you passed 100 miles. And then I realized they had made a little thing on the trail out of sticks saying 100 miles. And I had stepped right on it, so they had to fix it back up again. But I didn't bother to take a picture of it because I didn't think it was any major milestone. 100 miles, that's nothing. I stopped for lunch at the Waya Bald shelter. And you can see the creative pack hangs that there are. So the idea is they put little cans on the top to try to keep the mice from going down onto their packs, because mice is a big problem. And it's not a big problem, it's a problem in these shelters. And that's the box that actually has the shelter book, so you can sign in the shelter log and is inside there. And some nice person actually left toilet paper, which is very unusual, and hand sanitizer. So, but I'm just here for lunch. So this shelter will start filling in later in the afternoon. And here's today's lunch: Thai chili tuna, bold. Isn't this what you expect a bridge on the AT to look like? Definitely. This is awesome. So this is the view from Waya Bald. I'm up in the tower. It's absolutely stunning. Again, I know it's useless to actually take a picture because it just doesn't do it justice. The wonder and awe you feel when you're looking out over something like that, just amazing.